Welcome to this Trends in AI special from live from Hannover Messe in Germany, where we're looking at industrial applications of AI and the latest and greatest from that. I'm really happy to have this short talk with Boris Scharinger, who's the AI strategist at Siemens Digital Industries. Welcome to our show.
Thanks for having me.
So first of all, I need to congratulate you, of course, with winning the Hermes Award, right?
Yes.
It was a very highly priced award, and with Siemens, you won it with the Copilot application. Now, Copilot sounds very generic,
Yes.
right? They have the Microsoft Copilot. So can you tell us how the Siemens Copilot really makes industrial applications different?
Yeah, of course I can. So we have a couple of different Copilots under development, but this is really about the Copilot, industrial Copilot for engineering, which helps automation engineers to faster design production lines, right? So if you develop a production line, you need to take care of PLC code, you need to take care of the HMI design, HMI code. You may have a robot. You may have motion control tasks that you need to do, right?
Yeah, so specialized modules, tools within the whole
and it's
chain.
It's a complex system. It's almost model-based system engineering that you do, because all of that has to fit together, including wiring diagrams, network configurations, and all of that stuff. And our industrial Copilot for engineering supports automation engineers in running and executing exactly those design projects for production lines.
Right. And so, what are the main complexities that you have run into in developing this kind of industrial code? How is it different than just a chatbot with some tools?
Exactly. And that's the right question to ask. And I think that's also the reason why we have been awarded Hermes Awards, right? AI by itself is beautiful, exciting, and all of that stuff, but the least it is industrial grade. We have a lot of elements in AI that comes from consumer markets that are not really accepted in industry.
So what do you mean exactly by that?
Well, let me say, first of all, production doesn't have an undo button. So whatever we do in production needs to be tight and needs to be exact and precise. AI is exciting, and AI is probabilistic. Engineers want it to be deterministic. Now, with a given input, like a prompt, create me a automation project for a conveyor belt. I'd like to have an output that I can rely on, and it's the quality of the code that the Copilot produces, but it's also the repeatability. If I have the same prompt, I'd like to have the same output. Now, if you look at LLM providers, for example, OpenAI, they change model weights overnight. Okay, that can happen, right? Automation engineers hate it because with a given input, they like to see the same output. So we have established a lot of mechanisms, whether it's how the rack layer is designed, whether it's knowledge graph technology, whether it's an automated testing pipeline, to take these uncertainties out of how that model and that Copilot works. So we provide a solution that is deterministic enough, so to say, to be accepted by engineers.
Yeah, very interesting. And so you are an AI strategist. So this is work that has already been done in the past year or so, now awarded. Congratulations with that again. I'm interested to hear a little bit more about your sort of looking into the future, looking into the crystal ball a little bit more. How do you see the impact of AI, and what are sort of the main benefits for European industrial companies and global development in industry that can be expected from AI in, let's say, the next 12 to 24 months?
And now I jump up to a 30,000 feet perspective, because what is really essential, industry is there for one reason only, which is feeding and fulfilling the consumer needs of mankind, right? Now, if you look into the resource scorecards, industry is lousy. We are responsible for 30% of CO2 emissions. Resource efficiency is around 13 to 15%. We can do a lot more, and we must do a lot more. to build better products, to reduce waste, to improve our CO2 footprints. And this is really a core challenge that we all need to work on.
Yeah.
And AI is one of the most powerful tools to get there. Whether it's
And
AI,
why do you believe that AI is let's say the the key tool needed to get past the current performance levels in these processes?
because it will help us to do a lot of what I call design space exploration.
Yeah.
It will generate designs, it will generate design variants, it will help us to accelerate and perform simulations. So we can generate variants of products digitally, we can simulate them, we can understand what are the best versions of a product digitally.
Yeah.
Before I actually start to produce it and to waste physical resources.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the crucial role of AI. Plus, AI is helpful when you do the actual production, not only when you engineer the production and design the production line, but when you execute machine vision, robotics, avoiding waste by quality inspection and all of that stuff. All of these are examples where AI really contributes to us building better products for a more sustainable world.
That's a very good goal to aim for. So do you believe that kind of the evolution of this Copilot work and is going to lead towards more like holistic modeling, actually like the simulation and the digital twins are going to become very much part of that evolution soon?
Yes, so we will certainly see, also supported by the idea of agentic architectures, we will step higher and higher in mastering system complexity. So it's already good and great to simulate on a component level or design on iterate designs on a component level. But then the more agents we have, specialized agents, the more we will be able to simulate complex systems. And by simulating complex systems, I can take waste out of complex systems.
Right.
I can optimize complex systems. Yeah. And by now, also looking into European industry, almost anything we produce is complex.
Yeah.
Whether it's
There
a
are so
machine
many
tool builder,
constraints, right?
exactly, right? Whether it's an airplane, whether it's a car, whether it's a machine by a machine tool builder.
Or whether the constraints are ethical or
Yes.
sustainability
Yes.
or cost of the supply chain,
Yes. Energy,
or even strategic autonomy of countries, right? Yes. So yeah, I truly agree there with you that AI is a solution for, let's say, human limits to handling with complexity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so in building kind of more complete models that see the bigger picture,
yeah.
The issue of ever more intelligent and multimodal models also
Yes.
comes. And rumor has it that Siemens is also working on something.
Yeah.
We have this year industrial foundation model.
Exactly.
So what can you say about that?
Well, today large language models and large models can digest work with certain modalities, right? We all know it's audio, it's video, it's text, but also text, right? It comes from scraping the internet. So what content do you find in the internet? Certainly not industry content, certainly not engineering language. And what we are really trying to do is teach a foundation model the language of industry, the language of engineering. And that starts with specific terms used in industry, specific terms used in engineering, but also adding additional modalities, right? Geometry is an important modality that we are now starting to integrate into large models. It's going to take us a while to make it again industrial grade, so we can launch it as a product or offer the power of these types of industrial foundation models via the access to our Siemens software products. Yeah, you can imagine it, for example, as something that helps computer-aided manufacturing engineer to produce the G code for a CNC machine, to produce a part. Yeah. Right? You upload the geometry, the model can understand the geometry, the model can suggest tools that should be used to produce the part, or machines that should be used to produce the part. You can even produce the G code that is necessary to control a CNC machine. And that is just one of many use cases. Once that these types of models can understand geometry, the opportunities are almost endless.
Thanks, Boris. So in the world of startups, we say we believe it when it's shipped.
Yes,
it's not shipped yet, but it sounds like you're going for next year's Hermes Award as well.
Oh, there's a good opportunity. There's a good possibility.
So yeah, thanks for joining us for this Trends in AI interview, and wish you a great Hannover Messe.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.